Controlling images is a notion describes the idea where the ruling elites tends to objectify the subordinate groups, utilizing cultural institutions to disseminate images of subordinate groups as naturally violent, barbaric, and inferior. The dominant class acts to pit this marginalized group against each other while leaving themselves unexamined. This notion is extended to media representation of subordinate groups in mainstream society. In this video, we're going to list a few typical features a Chinese has, according to the Hollywood movies. In mainstream media, the typical features of Chinese people are nerdy, skilled in kung fu, not attractive, criminals, and oppressed.
Math club has gotten a lot better since last year.
Obviously, they were practicing while the rest of us went on dates.
Hold on. I have a plan. Math club!
Yeah?
I'm Asian. You guys Asian?
It's pretty racist.
American females think Asian American men were nerdy, wishy-washy, domineering mama's boys.
Kung fu.
Popular media representation of Asian American men in confined roles such as kung fu masters and etc.
Audience.
Yuck, I'm gonna vomit. He is such a loser.
I like Bob. He's nice.
These characters depicted as socially awkward and physically unattractive by Western standards. They are also asexual, rarely shown in romantic situations. In Hollywood movies, when Chinese actors are not presented as kung fu masters, they become criminals or other supporting characters. They worked in an environment in which the only work they could get was playing Hollywood's Asians. As Daryl Hamamoto writes in Monitored Parole, they were caught up by playing Japanese and Chinese soldiers and generals, Pearl River peasants, Confucian scholars, and, at better moments, the loyal Asian sidekick, always in supporting role to whites. They worked in an environment in which the only work they could get was playing Hollywood's Asians. As Daryl Hamamoto writes in Monitored Parole, they were caught up by playing Japanese and Chinese soldiers and generals, Pearl River peasants, Confucian scholars, and, at better moments, the loyal Asian sidekick, always in supporting roles to whites.
And you're going to transport something very special to us.
In a research based on 3 American daily newspapers, New York, USA Today, and Washington Post, the media watchdog organization Fairness in Accuracy in Reporting discovered that people of color in 3 papers seemed to fit in neat stereotypes. 30% of all men of color in front pages were athletes. Another 14% were criminals. All the women of color on Washington Post front page were victims of fire, poverty, or home destroyed by drugs.
Can't go.
Mulan.
Please, sir. My father has already fought for
Silence! You would do well to teach your daughter to hold her tongue in a man's presence.
Mulan, you dishonor me.
As the only Chinese character in Disney's Princess series, Mulan carried many misconceptions the Western society has for Chinese people. The movie's message is, one moment Mulan is a hero, the next she is worthless merely because she is a woman. The plot twist hammers home the message of China as an oppressive, cruel, and sexist society. To anyone familiar with the Chinese culture and the true legend, it is painful to see this beloved Chinese woman warrior falling flat on the snow, begging for forgiveness. As one of the most famous and most influential mass media corporation, Disney has great effect on our children's understanding of the world. To many children, Disney is their source of information. Cartoon images, in particular Disney's movie Peter Pan, were cited by children in a research study as their #1 source of information. At the age of 3, these children had a set of stereotypes in place. Children's cartoons, movies, and literature are perhaps the most influential genre read. Young people, unprotected by any intellectual armor, hear or watch these stories again and again, often from the worms of their mother's or father's lap. These messages, or secret education linked with the security of their homes, underscore the power these texts deliver. As Stadium's research suggests, these stereotypes and worldviews embedded in stories become accepted knowledge.